So we had a peaceful night here last night. It was lovely, no noise at all. Very tranquil. The lights were on, which is not a bad thing. So we're just going to go off for a hike now. Look at those beautiful mountains there behind Mark. So yeah, so we're just going to go off for a hike with our poles and see what we can see. The electricity worked all night, so that was a good thing as well. That was a bonus. So this is where we obviously cleared the snow last night so we could get up here, but apparently it's going to snow tomorrow starting around 10 o'clock in the morning, so we need to leave early to get out of here before this happens and we get blocked in. See you at the top. Well, we just climbed up to here and we're still climbing, but we just come across this property. Just step back, which is actually empty. Right up here, high in the mountains, but look at the views it commands. Just fantastic. Look at that.
So we've walked up the side of this mountain. It's taken maybe about an hour, I guess. So we've walked up there and we're at this crossroads now, so we're trying to decide what way we want to go. We are looking like we are going to be heading up because we're glutton for punishments, really. We kind of make it hard work for ourselves, but it's all good fun. But the view up here is amazing, and it's probably going to get better as we go up and the trees thin down.
Well, we've climbed to a viewpoint. That was hard work. That's where we are, what the viewpoint is, and what a stunning view. Look at that. We've got a little bit higher to go before we come straight, well, not straight back down, but before we come down.
I hope I'm not going straight back down.
I'm worn out. That's where we've come from, right down there. Mark says it's a little bit further. I never trust him when he says that. It's probably another mile up before we go right. See you at the top. So we are 2,059 metres up. A little bit further and we start going down.
We are walking down now from towards the top of that hill in the distance there. We weren't going to continue on because it was about another hour and a half to get to the top, which was a little bit too long really. So we've taken a branch off and we're starting to head back down again. It's been such a lovely walk, quite demanding, but it's been good. So we're heading back down now through this winter wonderland. We're at about 2,200 meters, maybe a little bit higher. So it's been quite a trek up really. Almost twice the height of Ben Nevis we are at the moment. Well, not quite. 1 3/4, say. We're a little bit further down the mountainside now and stop just to take a look at this amazing view we got in front of us. Snow-capped mountains. We're above the cloud at the moment. You can see the cloud just moving in. We're hoping we're going to be below the cloud when it heads this way. But it's spectacular up here. So peaceful. You can see the cloud coming in over that mountain top there in the distance, and the stunning view down there into the valley below. Look at that for a view. We are getting down towards Daffy now. Just got a little clearing in the forest that we've been walking through. We are now down to the level that Daffy is parked up on. There is a snow forecast in place for the early hours of the morning. So we're going to check when we get back into the motorhome and see what time it's set to start. If it's going to be early, we're going to quickly make a dash to get down the mountain, because we don't want to get stuck up here at 1600 meters. So I'm just going to turn around, you'll see where we're parked. So this is where we've been staying last night. So we are parked up there. It's such a peaceful night, as you can well imagine by looking around here. But we're just keeping an eye on that snowfall, because although it's beautiful up here, you wouldn't want to get stuck up here for 2 months. I think it's just starting to snow a little bit now, so we'll just have a check.
Okay, so it's 6:50 in the morning, and we are actually leaving Park Up, where we've been for 2 nights, because it started to snow. They said a flurry, but it is actually coming down. And as we're 1,639 meters up, and we've got to now come down, and obviously we're coming down this mountain, and it is it's going to be quite scary. You can't see anything. As always, predicted wrong. The weatherman said the snow would be coming in later, and it's coming in now. They said it was going to be coming in at 10 o'clock. So we have come from the mountain right in front, which you can't see now, right up here. How foggy it is, and also snow. So we've just come down from there. Eventually got here. We are filling up with fresh water and emptying our grey waste in a place called Biella. That's how we're pronouncing it. B-I-E-L-L-A. There's no black waste, dumping of black waste, so you'll need to find that later on. But yeah, look at this. It's raining down here. So we've got no snow on the roof anymore. But what a horrible day. But thankfully we're down safely. It was quite nerve-wracking. Lots of derelict houses all around this area, like old stone houses just being left, but they're all over. So this is where we are, heading for Torino.
We left our mountain top snowy retreat and headed down the SS26 towards Biella. We stopped for a few hours to look around the city before moving on to Rosetto di Candelo.
Just go slow, just a mirror.
Go back a little bit, okay. Get a better angle into there.
So we're just going up to this medieval village up here to have a look round called
Rosetto di Candelo.
probably not pronounced like that, but anyway, let's show you around where we stayed last night and we're staying tonight. So it's a motorhome air, and down that really tight road that we went down. But anyway, let's show you around. Here we go. So this is the motorhome air.
Sosta.
Sosta. So lots of, they were quite noisy, these two, last night. Turned up, went on till quite late. And you've got cheeky cars parking here as well. So being a bit naughty really. Okay, so this is where we're heading to. Up into there. If only you could get the dog to do it itself. So walking up the old cobble path up into the main town. That's what it's called.
Rosetto di Candela.
He's trying to sound Italian, but it's not working, is it?
So we're just outside the medieval village that we're going to be walking into in a minute. We've just bought some tickets to go in, which works out €12 for the both of us. There's a little Christmas market outside here that we're having a little look around now, and then we'll be going inside and seeing more stalls and looking at the medieval village. That's the entrance down there that we're heading to. So we're just walking into the medieval town now, getting a little map of the area. So it's actually a Christmas market in here today, so we'll see what there is about. We have a map, not that we can understand it, but we have a map. So it looks like there's small shops in each of these entrances. Rosetto di Candelo was once a medieval fortified storehouse complex. In fact, the Rosetto part of the name means defensive warehouse. The structure is surrounded by walls apart from on the southern side where the town hall was built in 1819. It contains 200 buildings. It's one of the most preserved medieval structures of this type and was first mentioned in 988.
Just going to head off down to one of these street and work our way back up the other streets. We're just going to snake along really. This lovely door. Wooden door. We just come upstairs here and we're having a wander around now up top. Have a look up here. Just loving all these old rocks and stones here. Fantastic. This obviously shows you inside. I think we've come into Santa's grotto.
And I reckon Denise is going to be sat on Santa's knee bouncing up and down in a minute or two.
That sounds pretty pathetic, actually.
Oh, it is. It's grotto.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
All the letterboxes at different heights, I suppose, that children can reach them.
I'll be using the lower one.
I think Santa might be in here. I don't know how we've ended up in here.
So it is actually Santa's grotto we've managed to come into here. So I think Denise wants a photo taken with Santa. So Denise is just going to have a hug with Santa. There we go. There we go.
Buon Natale!
Yeah. Perfect. Grazie. So there we go, we just left Santa's grotto now.
We've just been up there and sat on Santa's knee. Well, I did. Obviously, Mark wouldn't. That'd be funny if he did. We've just had a nice pan cotta.
Panettone.
Oh, panettone, even. Actually, two lovely ladies, so we could have 2 pieces, so that was lovely. And some lovely hot fruit tea, which was really nice, actually. So, still wandering around this lovely old town, lovely old walls, and just looking at all the Christmas market things. So it's wonderful. So here we are now, just coming into this bit. We got this way. That's lovely. Lots of cheeses and meats. So we're just going to have a espresso coffee and a little biscuit, €1 each. Really impressive, these buildings.
So in here, a lovely old cellar, wine producing. I think that's what they're doing anyway. There you go, they're waving. Beautiful old buildings. This whole village is full of them. Such a stunning village or town. Everywhere you look, there's something of interest.
We've got Santa's washing hanging up on the line there. It's quite funny. So another little street. And just looking at these stones in this wall, you've got faces. Face there. He looks a bit grumpy. I suppose you would have stuck in the wall. From there. See there.
The church of Santa Maria Maggiore was erected before the year 1000 and is the oldest church in the village of Candelo. It's underwent many changes since then. The bell tower was built in the 16th century, before having the spire added in the 17th century.
We're just walking down the other side of the castle walls, or the medieval walls, and just had to show you this. It's beautiful. If you'd like to come along with us on our journey around Italy and Sicily, then click on that like button, subscribe to our channel, it's free to do so, and join us on our journey. So we're heading back down to there, and it is freezing now, absolutely cold.
We are just leaving the sosta that we stayed in for the last 2 nights, and we're heading to get LPG first before we start heading towards Milan. Denise is driving today, so I can just sit back and relax and enjoy the views. Tight coming up here, but as long as no one's coming down, it'll be fine. Okay.
Just seen that over.
Yeah, we'll okay this side. So we go in right at the top.
These overhangs, these balconies. Yeah, but that says something about not going up there.
No, we got right away going up there. Look.
No, but here.
No stop. Oh well, that's probably from yesterday. Fine. just follow the kink round.
Left up here.
Left up here, yeah. So we've just done our laundretting for the week. In there, our laundry for the week we've just done in the Speed Queen, which they are all over the EU and they're really quite good. So we've enjoyed that, lots of fun. I think, how much did that cost?
About €18 for drying. Two washing machines, 2 big tumble dryers.
Yeah, which isn't bad, about 16 quid.
And a
to
very
all our
helpful
washing.
lady.
Yeah, it's a really good laundrette.
So we've now arrived in this area here. I suppose basically it's a car park for motorhomes, but it's this big camping sports magenta camping shop, huge shop, that actually puts this out as well for the motorhome people. So it's going to be a bit noisy. We are going to stay the night here, but it's only about 20 kilometres, is it, from Milan?
Yeah, from the centre of Milan.
So we'll stay here tonight and then move on to Milan tomorrow. So we're going to go and have a look around this sports shop. It's not a sports shop, it's a camping, what's it, sports? Camping shop, so that'll be interesting. And then we're going to walk into the old town of Magenta. So we've just pulled into this air, €30 a night, and we are going to be staying 2 nights. So this part is the motorhome storage. Thank goodness for that. So we're just following this lady in her car to see where we're actually going to park up.
No, that was going to be much better.
Oh, it's not that far. So apparently that's all the storage. I think that's what we need to get into. This is where the motorhomes park. And I have no idea what's there, what's the back there. So hopefully this is secure. The write-up's saying it is. We're parked here, a bit rather long, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. Morning!
Good morning. We are off into Milan for the day.
You're shouting in my ear.
Sorry. We are off into Milan for the day. We're going to catch a train, hopefully.
I'm just going to show you around where we stayed last night. It's just outside Milan. It is the only air or park up near the city, so it's security and watched and everything. So there's storage there as well for people to store their motorhomes, etc. We're parked here. We did have somebody park opposite us last night, and about 12:30, 1 in the morning, he starts his generator up and his headlights, for goodness sake. Why would you want to do that? Of all the space here, you can see, and he has to park there. Anyway, that's my moaning for the morning. So Mark's just off to the bin there, so we are now going to go and catch the train into Milan and show you around Milan. So come along and enjoy with us.